Hello guys and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So today we're going to be covering the best online store website builders. Now of course it can be a little bit overwhelming choosing the right one, so that's why I've created a sort of a stepping stone for you or a guide for you to follow. So hopefully it proves to be helpful. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So what online store website builder can I use? Now for those who aren't technical, of course, with building a website, there may be a few things you want to look into before committing to a website builder. So here's a couple of key points. For those looking a simple yet attractive blog or basic site, should look into a website builder that has easy to use interface, well-designed templates, and to also be sure to keep an eye out for drag and drop features. This skips the use of coding. Next of all, we've got so you want to make sure your end goal is to have a sleek professional online store, or if your end goal is to have a sleek professional online store, then you would want to look more into e-commerce tailored websites such as Shopify, Wix, GoDaddy, or so on. Make sure you look for a website builder that wouldn't be too complicated to set up as well. Now, research is key, so it's important to find what website builder is more suited to you. So what you would find easier to use, and of course, each to their own with a website builder. Be sure that, as well that you explore the features of each website. Now, it's most important to look into the mobile compatibility. Most website builders will have this, but if they don't, you may want to try to avoid it. Many people, of course, browse the web using their mobile, so it's important to make sure that you have this feature embedded in. Next, we've got hosting and domains. Now, when building a website, there's two other components needed other than design. A website host and domain name, so URL to navigate to your site. Many website builders offer all three, of course, all three services. So if you already own a domain name and want to use a different website builder, you'll have to migrate your domain to a new platform. Next, we've got pictures and video storage. So website builders, of course, make it easy to upload pictures and video. Most even offer non-copyright images and videos. However, with storage capabilities, it may vary, so be sure that you look at the subscription plans. Last, we have our business email. Most website builders come with the ability to create an email address with your domain name. However, some website builders charge extra to have this feature, so make sure you choose the right plan for you. So now that we've covered some of the introductory introductory things there, we just want to make sure that we know how to actually build our website. So how do we make our site? We want to start off with having a header. So of course, within the header, you'll have a logo, menu, login, and social media. Then you'd have your tagline, or of course, another word for that is a section. And you could have as many sections as you want, but you don't want to clutter too much. So those are the examples there. And of course, lastly, you would have a footer. So you would have your links, menu, social media, or disclaimer. So our next point there is website builders for an online store. So these are some of the options that we have available to us. And of course, there are other website builders out there, but these are some of the ones that I recommend for an online store. Wix comes at first there, so it is a powerful website builder without being too overwhelming. Comes with plenty of templates, great customer support, and overall, it's a top choice for beginners and pro web builders. And what's great about it as well is that it has 3 different platforms to use. So whether you're a beginner, intermediate designer, or a professional web developer, by all means, Wix would be one of the top options for you to consider. Next, we've got Squarespace, which is one of the popular and best website builders as well. It's packed with useful features that can be handy for the user. However, it can take a while to learn in terms of location of menus and features. So this builder is a cross between drag and drop editor and point and click editor. Overall, it is a great web builder in terms of design and templates. Next, we've got GoDaddy, which is also great for first timers. It requires zero technical skills, so anyone who's looking to maybe build and create a website straight away, this might be the website builder for you. It asks you a couple of questions about your website and the purpose of it. So there, you could choose templates as well, or if you want, you could use the ADI. However, GoDaddy does not offer as many design options. Next, we've got Jimdo, which helps create a personalized site with photos, tailored text, as well as other details that fit into your industry within about 3 minutes. Now, this site builder would be used for musicians, photographers, or anyone else, or people who want to share stories and inspiration. Now, primarily it is used as a regular website, but you can use a e-commerce website as well. Great thing about this website builder is that it offers two options. You can either code your website from scratch, or you could build a website using the ADI. For those that don't know, ADI, by the way, it is the artificial design intelligence. Pretty much just asks you a couple of questions and builds the site for you. Now, lastly, we've got Xero, which is a website builder that has the lowest prices by far. This is in terms of plans. However, to take advantage of it, of the low cost, you need to agree to a 4-year contract. Then, once you've done that, you get 100 free templates to get started. Designs are great, but rely on hero sections or images to nail the designs. This is also a drag and drop editor and has the elements you need to build a website. So these, of course, are the website builders that we'll be looking into. Now, as I said, there are other ones available, so do go ahead and explore the other ones that are free as well. First of all, what we want to look at is GoDaddy. So its pros is that it's 24/7 customer support. It has great value for introductory plans, uses an artificial design intelligence to create a quick site. However, our cons, it has a limited app market, has very limited customization, and pricey with the add-ons. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and take a look at the website builder itself. So this is what you'll initially see first time you'll get into the GoDaddy web page or the website builder. Now you have the options there to create your own website, or you can find domains. This platform is good for, especially if you want to grab your domain here, then by all means you can grab your domain here, and of course create a website as well. They do offer different sort of packages there. As you can see, they've got like a professional email, SSL security, Microsoft 365. They do offer different areas for your website. And of course, if we scroll down, we can see some of the templates that are available as well. And of course, we've got some reviews to back up the website builder here. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and check out the actual website builder itself. So in order to start, just start for free. So this is when we're going to create our website. So since we're creating an online store, what we'll do is we'll start a new site there, continue. And let's just say we type in online store. And of course, it could be an electronic store, a shoe store, wholesale store, outlet, anything like that. Well, we're going to go ahead and stick with one specific topic, and we'll have an electronic store. And of course, this is where you can name your site. So we'll just say okay. So just for the meantime, we'll name it Electricals PT. It'll ask you a couple of questions. So how far is your business or project? So you could just say it's an idea at the moment. You can start building a full website if you want, or you can have a coming soon page. So I'd like to start building a full website. So all I have to do now is just sit back and relax while it creates a website for me. You'll see it here. It'll create the website for us. It's great. It's very fast, very efficient website builder, I must say. So now that's sorted, of course, it gives us the closest image or closest category towards the name Electricals PT. And of course, you can take a 60-second tour. So if you do take the tour there, it gives you the different areas of your page. You've got a theme tab, of course, lets you know about that. It even scrolls down where it lets you talk about the sections, and you can add sections in like reviews, testimonials, or a gallery, or contact forms, anything like that. And of course, once you're finished, then you can go ahead and select publish. So just so we can demonstrate what that is meaning, of course I scroll down, I can add a section like it says, and it'll give me a lightbox pop up there. This is where I can add some e-commerce. Of course, if I am an online website, this is what I would want to add. So I would add like featured products or featured categories, like new products, most popular, or the best value. And I'll add that in like so. And then of course I could change it about as well. So this is where I could change the name to let's just say new arrivals. So anything like that, you're able to change it. And then I could say iPhone. So things like that. So of course, you can go ahead and explore the use of the from scratch or built website for you, or if you do not like any of the templates, or if you don't want to build a website from scratch, you can choose one of the GoDaddy website templates available for you. So we'll go ahead and hop and look into that. So these are some of the templates available. Now, if we go ahead and select the online store, these are some of the ones that you can choose. Now, this is, as you can see, there's a simple store there, and it's within a dark theme. However, you can see the difference straight away. So this one is a little bit better than the one that it's created for me. Just more the fact that it's got more modernism, it's more minimalistic as well. And of course, that's not all. You can choose any of the other templates there and pretty much make it your own. So it doesn't have to be like food based. Of course, if you like the layout, then by all means you can go ahead and select the layout. And there are other options there, as you could see, and you could also choose a blank ADI template if you wanted to. That pretty much about covers GoDaddy. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a look at the next website builder. Okay, so our next website builder here is called Zero. Now, it's got its pros and cons as well. So starting off with the pros, it's great for beginners, has SSL encryption, a drag and drop editor. It's also very easy to use. Unfortunately, the cons are you can't switch to another template once you've picked. It lacks advanced features, which means that pretty much with the features, the more you get, the more functional and fluid the website will be, as well as that you can get up on the ranking or the SEO, especially if you're able to add in blogs or anything basically to boost the traffic of your website. Anyway, our next one there is no real-time support for a free plan, no access to code editing. So that's a couple of issues that we have regarding the Zero. Anyways, we'll go ahead and take a look at the website builder itself. Okay, so here we are on the Zero website builder. So there are a couple of options for an online store. All you would need to do is select on the e-commerce itself. And if I go ahead and scroll down, there are a list of different templates that you can use, such as Mina, Fair, Christine, Nickvist, pretty much just a different variety of options. And it lists all the way up to page 3. And of course, if you do have a different business, say you own a travel agency, you could probably select one that's close to travel, and then of course if you own a restaurant, then you would want to select for a restaurant. And all going well, they should have an option for you to create a e-commerce option. Anyway, on top of that as well, if you don't want to choose a template that's already here or that's already pre-built, what you can do is select a blank template just by clicking on the blank templates there on the left side. And you could even see that they've got popular templates as well. They've got landing pages that you can create, and you could list for all templates. So this little bar here, the category, is just pretty much just a filter area for your category options. We'll go back to blank templates, and from there you're able to choose a blank business template. So that's probably what you would choose as an option for an online store. You would even use either the blank service template as well, or you could start off from scratch using the blank site. And we'll go ahead and just take a look at one of the actual online stores available to us. We'll go and choose Mina, and you can preview it as well, which is great. Of course, you want to decide what template you want to pick before committing to the design. So as you can, it is a fairly minimal, but it's a great looking website overall. It has everything you need. You even have your navigation there at the bottom, as you can see. So if I scroll back up, and if I'm happy enough with this, you even get 3 different options as well for optimization. So that's something you can note. I'm going to go and select start building. So we'll wait for this to fully load up. So now that we've loaded into the actual editor itself, it even gives you a slight little guide there on the top left where you could start a guide, as you can see. And when you select that, you can click start, and basically it helps you to change your logo, get found on Google. It's pretty much just a little dashboard area. So it's just a minimal area for you to work around with. But apart from that, we'll go ahead and take a look at the editor itself. So you can undo and redo. You could even check to see if it's within desktop or mobile view. You can even preview it or go live. And what's great as well is you can add elements in like buttons, and they're easily movable as well. So it'll direct you to wherever you need to be. You've even got a squared background there to make sure that it snaps into place. You can go ahead and delete them like so using the backspace. You can add sections as well. So gallery, footer, which is great as well. Not a lot of editors as well offers the footer, so just be on the lookout for that, because some of them you will have to create from scratch, and of course this one, in our case, you don't need to. Now with the limited features, so they've got that area, it looks like they don't really have much features to add, apart from the fact that you can add a blog. But it's not really good for SEO and for ranking or traffic, which is the only issue about that. But other than that, regardless of the features, you are getting quite a solid, easy online store website builder here. So this would be one that I would recommend as a website builder. So by all means, I would give it a go and try it out. Anyway, enough of looking at this website builder. We're going to go ahead and check out the next one. So our next website builder is called Squarespace. Now, again, this has its pros and cons. So our pros are that it has modern, stunning website designs, its user-friendly editor, a good number of apps for added functionality to the site, AMP formatting, and limited availability labels for e-commerce. The only problem is that it lacks the customization freedom, so designs can vary. It's fairly expensive for what it is compared to other website builders, and it has limited customer support. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and check out the website builder itself. So as you log in to Squarespace, this is what you'll have for your screen. Now, there are, again, options just like Zero to go ahead and filter out some of the categories there. So what we need is an online store. So I'll just go ahead and select an online store, and it gives me the best template matches. So these are some of the designs that they have for default. So all the way from Van Damme to Ventura. Now I can go ahead and select one there depending on what my website is about. But of course, if you can't find anything to do with an online store, you can go ahead and untick that. And of course, if you have a restaurant, again, a travel agency, food, entertainment, anything to do with your business, you can go ahead and filter it out using this. But say that you did own a pickle sort of shop, and you're happy enough with this template, you can go ahead and preview it first before deciding that you actually want to go with this template itself. And then you can view a demo site as well, or you can go ahead and start with the design. Now, if you're not too happy with the default designs or the default templates that they have, you can go ahead and choose the build your own template. Now, when you're going through this, it actually gives you a couple of different questions in order to build the Squarespace website for you. Now, I would say that the Squarespace website builder has a very modern touch to it, and I think it's overall a pretty good website builder in terms of what they use with or how they make the website a little bit more fluid. So if I name the website, let's see, we'll just go with a random name, and we'll stick with the one that we had earlier on, which is Electricals PT, and select next. Now, if you also have a progression bar at the bottom there, if you could see that. And to build your homepage, this is our homepage here. I'm gonna want to have that. So it's very sleek, as you can see. Even has an Instagram social on the top. And for what I'm selling, I would more provide our services. Okay. Or you could do this if you wanted to. Pick whatever one you want there. And then I'll give an insight about our brand. And of course, we'll add some of our social media. Or do this for our social media. And of course, if they want to get in touch with us, I'm going to add a contact form, or even just give it a little bit of punch with a image. And of course, what's great is that I could add a footer. So I'm going to select this one. And once I'm all happy with that, I can go ahead and proceed to the next page. So I can have an about page, a contact page, I can have a services page, but without having a shop if I wanted to. So some of the electronics I can sell. Then I could choose my color palette. So I'll go for that color. And then I could choose my font. So if I want to go for Rock Grotesque, it'll take a wee minute, but it will change your font there, as you can see. Or if I wanted to go for Halyard Micro, so which is space mono, I can go ahead and do so. So it's very easy. It's just pretty much tap and click, and you'll be able to build your website. It only takes a couple of minutes. And once that is all loaded up, just give it a little minute there. It'll bring you straight into the editor. Now, of course, it'll give you a preview. If you're happy enough with the Electricals PT, then you can proceed with that site title. But we're going to go and continue. It'll say that we could edit some pages out. We can also create pages, and we can style our site. Now we'll go and get started. Now, as it said, we can go ahead and edit the page. And I could select little areas as well, like this one, and then I could double click and remove. But unlike Xero, which is our previous website builder, I'm unable to actually modify some areas. Oh, what I mean, sorry, is that I'm actually able to modify more areas, unlike Xero, and I actually have more features to use. And just like Xero, we have a squared background, as you can see from the back, to just make sure that you're aligning items properly. I can remove sections, I can also add sections, so it's pretty much all in your favor in terms with customizability and functionality. So hopefully this has given you an introduction towards Squarespace. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll move on to the next website builder. So our next website builder is Wix. Now, this is one of the most popular choice in terms of beginners or even professional web developers. Now, it's got a huge list of templates, has a very versatile editor, great documentation and support, and offers a free version to test the service. Now, the cons are it can be confusing with the amount of editors. It has basic SEO features and designs aren't responsive, and you also can't click or can't switch between templates once you've picked. That's actually, there's a little bit of truth into that, and there isn't. You can switch templates by moving your actual design into editor X, or you could keep it at the Wix editor. But in terms of actually default templates, you're unable to choose once you have picked. So that's what that means. Anyway, we'll go ahead and check out the website builder itself. Okay, so once you've successfully logged into the platform Wix, you get two options for the platform you want to use. Now, there's Wix or Editor X. Now, this is completely up to yourselves if you are a professional web developer or you're just a beginner. If you are a beginner, I recommend to use Wix. And if you are a professional web developer, I recommend to use either. We're going to go ahead and select Wix. Now, Editor X is just a little bit more complicated. However, the design is a little bit more fluid. But we're just going to focus on the Wix editor. So we'll wait for the next screen to load. Alright folks, I've had a slight issue with the Wix load up there. It might just be for today, but when you answer a couple of those questions, it'll ask you then again to pick between the editors. Just go ahead and click on the Wix editor, and then you'll be able to come into this screen. Now, once you've done all that, of course, there are different options for online stores, and you can also pick to create a blank template. We'll just go ahead and jump into one of them. So just say that we'll pick this gaming store. So we can go ahead and view that if we want to. Now, the only difference between the rest of the editors that we've seen is that it has a desktop and a mobile. So that's the only difference between them. And you can see how well the website looks as well. It's very modern looking, and it's great for even how it's defaulted as well. Now, say you do want to go ahead and pick this website. Easy enough to do. You could just go ahead and select Edit Site. And once you've clicked that, it'll load you in. And then it'll also give you a preview of what the editor is all about. And just like Xero, which is its closest one, is that it is really customizable. I would say that Wix is a more customizable platform than the rest of the other website builders. But we'll just wait for this to load and I will be right back. Okay, so it's actually just loaded there. So as you can see, it's got a preview on the left where there's add elements, add section, pages and menu, pretty much everything that you would need to build a website. Now if I click off it, if I just navigate around the site, of course this is where I can navigate to the dashboard and pretty much do my SEO and the rest of the things I need to do for the website. I've got settings, I've got dev mode, I've got an area where I could zoom in and zoom out. I could view my tools, there's the toolbar, and of course these are my grid lines as well, so if I remove them it'll go away. And I can snap things to objects. So say I wanted to move this container box to the middle, like that, it snaps me in. Or if I wanted to undo what I just did, I can just select the undo button. Now I can also add sections if I wanted to, just like so. And I could put things like about or welcome, like this. And of course, if it doesn't tie too well into the site itself, all I would need to do is select and then undo. So it's pretty much as simple as that. It just works the same way as it would with the rest of the other website developers. So if I go ahead and select the view more, I can go ahead and click that and drag that about, and then I could remove it. So it's pretty much got everything that you would need. And of course, if you don't want to create a website using the templates, it's easy enough to go ahead and select on the blank templates and then choose some of the options that they have here. But yeah, that's pretty much what this website builder is all about. We'll go ahead and check out the last website builder. So our last website builder is actually a coding based one and also a click and go sort of website builder. So its pros is that it has a free image library. You can create a custom site within 3 minutes. You've got personal website assistance and it's very extremely easy to use. Unfortunately, there's no blog functionality, no app store, no backup for the site, and you've got template restrictions. Anyway, what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and check out the actual website builder itself, and we'll judge what the website builder looks like and see if it's capable for running an online store. So this is the initial startup, of course, where I would log into Google. It'll probably direct me to one of the websites that I've built. So here's an example of a website anyway. What you can do, of course, is you can select back and you can go to the dashboard itself and then you can create another website. So then I can go to my websites and create a new website from here. And then of course there's two different options there where you can create a coding based website or one without coding. We're going to go ahead and select the no coding one, and I'll just show you how easy it is to create a website in under 3 minutes. So of course, if we're creating a website for an individual or a group of people, we'll just say an individual. Then what is the website for? So personal project, hobby, business, new business, or established business. We'll just say a new business for the meantime. And we're going to name it electricals PT, select continue, and it even lists out the different close businesses available at the minute, but of course we don't see our profile. This is where you can link it to the SEO as well. And of course we're just going to say electronic parts supplier. There we go. Then this is to promote a physical business and to sell online, and of course I can showcase my work if I wanted to, but you only get three options there. And then we'll just say that we are self-made. And then what products do we offer? We'll just say we offer it in the own physical store or featured in the physical store, shelf space, and social media. There we go. And we're going to sell to local customers, local pickups, self-delivery, and traditional shipping. Okay, so they don't offer, so we'll just select that away. And of course, if you have Facebook and Instagram, you can add that in. Then what's our website about? That's great there, as you can see, electronics and tech. I'm actually going to go and select that already. And then there's, of course, different styles there. I can make it modern, minimal, dark, ocean, or Nordic, or elegant. I'm just going to go for Nordic for the change and actually select the one on the top. And there we are. We've got two different versions of the actual website. So if you go ahead and scroll and look at each one, and if I'm happy enough with this one, or If I'm not, I can go ahead and select surprise me there, and then this is where I can pick out my domain. So it says that that electricalspt.uk is available, electricalpt.electronicstech.uk is available. So let's show it a different one there. But if you want to just explore it first, you can just go ahead and create your free website without having to do the domain. So this is what the website looks like. Of course, it's nice, plain and minimalistic. Has pretty much everything that you need. So it just works the same way as GoDaddy. The only issue is that it's not really customizable as such. So if you're able to add things like that, and then you're able to change things about, but you're not able to drag things if you want to. So if I wanted to drag this, I'm not able to, and it will pretty much just cause a couple of issues. I'll just go ahead and undo that. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much what the Jimdo editor looks like for the very, very plain one. Of course, there are other templates that you can use. We'll go ahead and check them out. Now, here's some of their templates, of course. They don't really have a big choice of options, but it is still good to see that there are some templates there. You can even start off with a blank template as it shows, but these are pretty much all the templates that they have. So this would be a hit or miss depending on how you want to create your website. I would more recommend this for promoting a physical store rather than an online store. But you can use this to promote an online store, as you guys can see. But yeah, that's pretty much just an option for you to use. But anyways, guys, that about covers the video itself. If you guys have any questions regarding what we've discussed here, just leave them in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much.